All right, so I'm here with Jesse. You guys might have seen Jesse in a previous video captaining the boat. But what we've come to find out is the other day we were sitting here just idling, getting ready to go out fishing, and this starboard engine overheated, and so it's bone dry as far as the antifreeze in there, the coolant. And Jesse got in there, found out that the belt is, for starters, the wrong size. I mean, it was wore down, but it was the wrong size, so it was slipping. So this is looking at the belts. You can see here on the left how worn and how thin that one is. The one on the right is the correct, well, it's the belt that's obviously a new belt, so you can see how off that was. We found too, when we were looking in there, that the alternator belt was worn thin like that too, and was starting to show some thread. So we went ahead and changed it, since we had our nice big box of belts. Found one that fit on there, and we'll keep on moving. And the tensioner was all the way out, so there was no way to even go any tighter on it. So hopefully we got the right belt on there. Gonna check that, gonna crank it up, see what's going on then with the water pump, because there was a little bit of water in the bilge the last time Ron took it out. So we'll see if the water pump needs any attention, or if it was just the belt slipping on there. So that as our first thing, got the belt out of the belts that maybe you saw in another video too, all the thing. We did happen to have one that looked like it was the right size, so we'll get that on. Get some fluids in it, get it cranked up, and find out what the water pump has going on.
Better.
So how do we know now if the water pump's leaking?
I'm gonna take a look.
So I am just rolling over to Ace Hardware to get some gasket sealer. Found that a couple of things going on in here, which all seem pretty minor to me. One of the hoses was split, so I think that's why we were missing fluids. Opened it up just to check some other stuff, and Jesse is thinking that maybe the heat exchanger is plugged, and that's why fluid's not going through very well, and that's probably why it split out the hose. So going over to get that done. And again, I haven't done a lot of dealing with other mechanics, but I'm telling you, I think we got a serious find here with Jesse, because he just gets in there, and that's what I need, because I don't know, you know, again, changing out the water pump is one thing, but knowing that, hey, that's not the issue, that's not the only issue, you know, stuff along those lines. So I'm pretty jacked to have him. I did actually, Ron, the guy that we parked the slip, it's his slip, he was just asking me if I would mind if they would go ahead and put a head up in the cuddy, because it was kind of meant to have one there at one point. And I was like, heck no, if you want to go ahead and spend the money and put it in there, then I'm all for it. So make sure I don't get hit by a truck. Yeah, guess they don't care. Just rolling through. So they got my gasket maker over here. I'll get that. We were able to salvage a pump, or a hose, because I had that bucket of hoses that I went and got at the house. So far to this point, we've been able to come up with everything we need to get it done, and hoping that it stays the same. So we had a split hose, and so in the meantime, we fabricated one with Jesse's Genius, which will work for a little while, but we'll go ahead and get the right ones ordered. We'll get this going, then we'll plop things back together with the gasket sealer and see if things are circulating. And what's that piece called?
Thermostat housing.
Thermostat housing, but no thermostat.
No thermostat. It didn't have a thermostat when we pulled it off. It don't have one when we put it back on.
Is that something we should address in the future?
Yep, I would.
So, if I have that one in here, should we do it now? I guess I don't
No,
even know
I'll
what.
put a new one in.
Okay.
Once they're out, and there's a reason why they're out sometimes.
Well, I mean, I think I've got a brand new thermostat.
Sounds better.
Yeah, so we got all our hoses back on. Of course, we did the belts before. Water. So what are we waiting for now? What are we looking for?
I'm just going to let it run to see if I have any leaks.
Okay.
Let it warm up a little bit.
And when you looked at the oil, it looked fine. Nothing milky going on with
No.
it. Good. That's good news. Yep.
I think this damn water pump ain't working.
Shut it off.
Yeah. See my manifolds are clean. Cold. Feel them?
Okay.
Feel the manifolds. They're cold.
Right.
I'm starting to suspicious I'm gonna pull that heat exchanger, and it could be plugged up, and it don't take long. The water pump ain't circulating, or the heat exchanger's plugged up. One of the two.
How do you decide which to do first?
I normally do those first. They always need to be clean.
Okay. Is that just under the reservoir then?
No, I take it off, take the end caps off.
Okay.
Then we pour muriatic acid through the tubes.
Okay.
Yes. See, that's why I put it together, to see what it was going to do. I notice your flying bridge throttles don't work.
No, he had that unhooked on both sides.
To keep
His younger boy went up there and always hit the
throttle.
throttle, so
Oh, that's why.
I haven't decided to mess with it yet. We may get that hooked back up one of these times.
Yeah, on account of the kids
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah. Mine are old enough, though. They know not to jack with it. But his was 5. So.
See, it's hot already, the motor. Feel it here. And you can't say it's not the
Yeah.
thermostat. I'm going to pull that heat exchanger. We're going to see.
So, still
That's
having
why I wanted to get it
heat.
together.
Yep. So going to pull the heat exchanger, clean
See,
it.
The raw
So
water's cold. Feel the difference between the two hoses. Here's the raw water.
okay.
It goes overboard. Feel it. Right.
Right.
Now touch the engine water.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So where does the raw water circulate through?
It circulates through this tank to cool the
Oh, to cool the engine water.
water. Yeah.
Okay.
See, this thing's got me bothered. You see all that carbon?
Right.
Uh-huh.
What's that a sign of?
Head gasket. That's got me bothered. Let's go ahead and might as well do it while that one's loose. Well, if this one's loose.
That one's
too.
loose too.
It don't take much to pull these. Shit.
So where do we get the muriatic acid then?
Well, we go to Home Depot's got it. Pincher Penny's got it. You know, Pool Supply.
Okay. Yeah.
There's one of them.
Over on 34th, isn't there?
Down about where I used to live, in a house. Somebody asked me, why don't you live back in a house? See, it's completely empty now.
So where's that pushing it to?
Don't know. See, look.
Yeah.
Look. Give me the thing. I'm going to put this back on and tighten these up. We're going to fill it up again to see what the hell's going on. It could be short of water. Where the hell's water going? That's what's starting to puzzle me now. There's some water in one of them things. I'll fill this thing up. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. All the hoses are off. We got to find out
where that water's going.
It don't sound like it's missing. Clamp's hot. It shouldn't have heated up that fast. What's bothering me. This is motor oil.
Oh, that's... Oh, you got the water behind you. Okay. All right, so we are good to go, I believe now. The baby is purring, it's holding water. I think it was just dry as a bone all the way through. Didn't do anything with the heat exchanger or the pump because those seem to be working well. It just was pulling a lot of fluid down in there, and I think it just had to fill all the gaps. I believe that maybe Ron had it run dry. So, which I'm not terribly happy about, but I guess it is what it is. So, like I said, she's purring, she's holding water, it's good temperature, so we're gonna let her run a little while and make sure, and see if that's the final. So that's it, that did the trick. Got everything cleaned up. Just getting ready to put the keys back over here so that and ready to roll. So I'm gonna be looking at some weather really soon. See about getting back out now. So really happy that Jesse is the genius that he is. Got things dialed in. We got her parked. Dang birds pooped in the window. But that'll be an easy cleanup. So drop me some comments if you have something similar to this, if you've run in the same situations. Tell me what kind of boat you have, and let's connect. Watch some of the videos. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.